little pauses to me, man, that shit sounds so incredible to me. I want to get back to the song. This shit is nasty.
I'm gonna start this back from the beginning. Charismatic frontman can do a lot.
Yeah, boy.
Can do a lot for a band. They can make a band and kill a band.
Nasty though.
That is
nasty.
Wrong to me.
That is nasty.
The riffs and my man Peter Steele's voice.
Really, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me, guys. So, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. And it's never mind. Keep it going, George. just keep it going. Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we give you our exclusive access to all of our videos, 186 videos and counting.
Bangers too, though. Bangers. You know, nothing too shabby. I mean, I don't know, like a Led Zeppelin marathon. We got Metallica on there, some Megadeth stuff. You know, I'm just saying, just throwing that out there, man.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's shit, guys? How you living out there? Shout out to the free thinkers and shout out to everybody that's been following us on DefToRadio.com, our website, and DefToRadio, just our Instagram, man. Make sure you guys follow us on both of those platforms. The information for both will be in the description below.
And as always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all our videos as they drop. Up-and-coming artists, you know what to do. Click the link in the description. We'll do about 60 seconds of your song in the front of one of our up-and-coming videos. Get you some exposure. Or if you want a full song, we can do that as well. Make sure you check that out if you are interested, guys. All right, man. So rest in peace. We're keeping it going, man. Today we're going to do Dawn Patrol. We just came off Lucretia, which was fire. If you haven't seen that reaction, make sure you check that out. I think overall, though, I think George and I can both agree that this project is special. I see why you guys want us to go back to the Rest in Peace album, man. This is special.
Let's get into it. Megadeth, Dawn Patrol. Hey. I like the bass in that. I liked how that sounded. I guess I'm just surprised that this doesn't seem to be. This comes off more so like an interlude.
Yeah.
But it does say this song is a short and somber warning about the possibility of a nuclear holocaust. More specifically, what life would be like after the incident. Humans would be forced to live underground because the atmosphere would be so contaminated with radioactive pollution left over from the nuclear weapons. Dawn Patrol is a military term referring to early hour patrols by fighters. The song serves mostly as the intro to the next track.
That's what it sounded like to me. It just sounded like an intro into the next track, man. What you think? Think we should go into the next song, or?
Yeah,
because now that we read that it's a interlude or intro or whatever to Rest in Peace, name of the album. So I feel like that's a perfect segue.
Yeah. I do want to point to a line here that Dave said, though. He said, to more air pollution warnings, still we sleepwalk off to work while our nervous systems jerk. So it just seems like we're in complete ignorance of what's happening around us. Like it could be an apocalypse, but yet we're still in the matrix, so to speak, and not aware of the fact that this world, the life as we know it, is coming to an end or is already ending or something. That's how I'm taking that quick line, but very interesting. I actually like what he was doing lyrically in this, but yeah, let's get to the next track to finish the album off, because it looks like that's the last one. sorry, Ryan. I know you.
Yeah. But it's all good. Don't go ahead.
Cook with the That seems so intricate. What we just heard leading into the drop in seems so intricate. I got to hear that again. That was crazy.
I am your ruler, landscape here. You mention my birthday friend, I stand tall of a nuclear murderer. I am Polaris. Ready to bounce at the touch of a button. My system's locked in, military galactics. I rule our land and sea. I pass judgment on humanity. With all the powers of hell. A weak warning, all the time will tell. Satan races up the head. Spread away. I spread disease like a dog. Discharge my payload. My heart right naked of death. Rest on some nostrils. I spread disease like a dog. Discharge my payload. My heart right naked of death. Rest on some nostrils. Lots of Polaris. It doesn't scare us. When will this cease? Why can't you all rest in peace? Such a silly whale. Well, so this is cheap. Yes,
Pause. I know we got a side conversation going as we're kind of. I'm looking at the lyrics and George is like, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of like amazed at what they kind of doing musically, man. And it looks like Polaris is a nuclear bomb. That's what it seems like. So it's interesting that they kind of the intro was Dawn Patrol and they were talking about the aftermath, right? That you read. They were talking about the aftermath, but now they're kind of Rust in Peace is kind of. It seems like they're talking about the act of war, right? The act of launching the nuclear bomb and before Dawn Patrol, right? So you would think Dawn Patrol would have been last, right? Because you would think they would have talked about the actual bomb first, and then when it's that. So it's interesting that they started at the end, you know, the aftermath, and then now they're kind of telling you if that's what it is. If I'm interpreting this right, it seems like Polaris is an actual nuclear bomb. I spread disease like a dog, discharge my payload, a mile high of egg air of death wrestles your nostrils. It's almost like radiation, right? You know, and he's saying that it's a rotten smell of death, you know, rotten eggs, which we all know what, even boiling eggs smell badly. I can't even imagine what rotten eggs smell like.
Sulfur, yeah.
Right, which is probably just so horrible, you know. Right. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not really feeling it musically, even though I'm still amazed at what they're doing musically. But I'm more so interested in the lyricism. I was asking George, I was like, well, so Polaris is the nuclear bomb, right? And he was like, no, I'm kind of fixated on what's happening musically. I wasn't even really looking at the lyrics. And he was all, but I could tell that it's really not grabbing you. Because you're like
the character development in this is, I was like, what? So you ain't fucking with the music. That's what it is.
Even though I appreciate it, though. I do appreciate what's happening.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's actually fascinating, though. I'm glad that you actually enlightened me on that. They're telling a story here. They're giving you really, really an interesting sort of backdrop story-wise to the nasty-ass musicianship in this. So, yeah, let's keep it going, though.
I want to touch a couple lines here, man, because it's just really making me think. In the midst of them shredding and going crazy, I really find this Rust in Peace portion of this storyline very intriguing, man. Verse 2, they say, bombshells filled to the brim, survival such a silly whim. So survival is just a silly whim, because the way I'm taking that is we have so many bombs of destruction that it's silly to think that our survival is inevitable, because it's like we got all these weapons of mass destructions or bombs, and why do you think you're going to survive? You know, that's a silly idea to even perceive that. And then they said world leaders sell missiles cheap, and then your stomach turns and your flesh creeps. So the destruction of man is inevitable. That's just really the way I'm taking that, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful writing, man. And I think
Great
that
writing.
I think that really causes you to pause and think.
Let's keep it going. Looks like there's a pause in it. I don't know the transition, or I don't know if the song is carrying out. We'll see. Let's get back to it.
Lots of Polaris. It doesn't scare us. When will it cease? The warheads will all rest in peace.
So this is about to go crazy now. This is the bar.
Eradication of Earth's population lost. Polaris. Eradication of Earth's population lost. Polaris.
Alien language.
Yeah. This is how you end an album. The fireworks. Right? Yep. Jesus.
Eradication of Earth's population lost. Polaris. Eradication of Earth's population lost. Polaris.
Listen, let me do something real quick. Destruction.
Yeah.
Just so you know. You know what I'm
My
saying?
God.
The story was very captivating, and I'm glad that Ryan went over that. But I want to make sure that they destroyed that from start to finish. Just the musicianship.
My
I told
goodness.
Ryan, I was like, this shit is like alien-like. What
is.
they're able to do to be all on one accord to play at that level. I'm like, yo, how many? To me, I look at Megadeth sometimes. I'm like, when I see a singer hit a note that it probably took them 18,000 takes to hit in the studio, I'm like, can you do that shit live though? Like that, you hit that. It took you about 8 to 10 takes to hit that note, but can you do it live though? And I see that doesn't always play out well when someone hits a super high note or an arrangement of runs within singing. Then they do it live and they alter it for the live version
Right.
of what they do. And I'm like, can Megadeth do this shit live consistently and do it at a high level and pull it off consistently live? Because if that's the case, man, these boys are cold. Even if it's not the case, but these boys are
Yeah.
cold-blooded. I do want to do something for you guys though, because me and Ryan were talking about this, and I said this in another video comparing Megadeth to Eminem, and I want to play something for you. Don't pay attention to what the fuck Eminem's saying. Just pay attention to the flow, to the way in which he's saying it.
I can swallow a bottle of alcohol in her. Feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like
did
a
kill
car
this.
dealer. My whole squad's in here walking around the party. A cross between a zombie apocalypse and Bobby the Brain Heenan, which is probably the same reason I wrestle with mania shades in this bitch. I'm posse up. Consider it to cost me a costly mistake if they sleeping on me. The hoes better get insomnia. ADHD hydroxy cut. Pass the Kavasi. With an AK melee, finna set it like a play date. Better vacate, retreat like a vacate Mayday. This beat is cray cray, Ray J, H, H-A-H-A-H-A. Laughing all the way to the bank. I spray flames that cannot tame or placate the monster.
You get
And it destroys this whole song.
Disgusting.
Jesus.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I hate this song. I think it's one of the corniest songs I've heard in a very that Eminem has ever made. The song itself is just corny. I'm not listening to that. I don't like the Casio keyboard production on it. I don't like that. I don't like the Juice WRLD chorus. Sounds like the punk rap thing. I don't like his voice in terms of its tone. I don't like that. I don't think Eminem's really talking about much of anything on his track, kind of rambling about a bunch of really what I feel like is almost nothing. He's essentially a monster lyrically. The song's called Godzilla for those of you who don't know. It's Eminem Godzilla. Yeah. But man, did he obliterate this in delivery, technique, syllable usage, alliteration, and all those things that are technically like we've never seen it before on some rap shit. So I feel the same way with Megadeth. That's why I wanted to bring that example I made I forgot what video I mentioned this in when I drew the comparison from Eminem to Megadeth. Fuck what he's saying. How he's saying it technically is amazing. Yeah. And that's just how I feel about Megadeth. How they do it. That's how I felt when they were, especially when they ended it. Ryan said it felt like a grand finale, the way they ended that last, Rest in Peace Polaris. They carried it out. They were just playing at such a crazy high level. I was like amazed. I think you guys are going to see that. I was just like, Jesus, like what the fuck? Because I'm paying attention to how all of the instruments are feeding off of each other, just the timing and precision and, just sheer stamina or whatever the case may be that needs to be done and skill to pull that off. I feel the same when I listen to Eminem and I'm just like, wow, I'm amazed, even if I don't like the song. Yep. I appreciate this song. I think this was extremely well done. No, it's just a bit overwhelming for me to just want to continue to listen to consistently. So it's not a song that I think I'm going to go back to per se, unless I just want to have my face shredded off. Like if I listen to an Eminem song, I just want to see what the fuck he's going to do here and there. But still well done, high level, can't dispute it. If I'm being honest, man, it just seems like it's clear that they're probably the best musicians out of Big Four. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest. Yeah. I don't think they're not my favorite out of the Big Four, but man, it's hard to deny that musicianship. Unbelievable album, man. Seriously. Great album. I'm happy that we did it. Five Magics and Lucretia, though. If y'all want to know what I fucking really like I feel like I'm going to go back to Five Magics, Lucretia, Holy Wars. Those are the three that I'm going to go back to, and that will be within the realm of my life outside of Lost in Vegas, man. But there's no denying how well-crafted this album was, from the storyline to the musicianship. Just some of the best stuff I think we've ever heard, man. So definitely, I can see why you guys revere this as a classic. I can hear it. Yeah,
it was incredible, man. I understand why this is a classic. I can hear the musicianship. They killed it, and I said, as George just alluded to, when they were ending that in the Polaris part of the song, I was like, that's how you end a motherfucking album. You kill it just like that. Even though they've been killing it the whole album, but that is like the grand finale, man. They just destroyed it, man, and it sounded like that was when they were launching the Polaris. You know what I mean? This is all destruction. End of man is done. Album is done. We desecrated it. There's nobody coming after this. And that's what it sounded like, right? Mm-hmm. No one can fuck with this. You know what I'm saying? We fucking obliterated this album. I feel like that was the mindset behind finishing it this way and having the whole nuclear holocaust, nuclear bomb type of play was like, this is a neutron bomb. We're killing it. No one's going to come after this and do anything like this ever again. That's what it felt like. And I hear that. So this was fun. George and I had a good time doing this. It seems like you guys like this, man. We did Metallica. We did Master of Puppets. We finished up that album. We just did Megadeth. We did Alice in Chains, The Dirt album, finished that up. And it seems like you guys like that. We had fun doing them. Let us know what's next, man. What else can we get back to maybe finish up the albums that you guys think that we would really rock with and you guys would really rock with?
Yeah, man. And to add to that, man, I feel like we fulfilled almost everything we said we were going to do. I know for a long time we kept telling y'all, we should finish up that Dirt album. Did it. We told you we would finish up the Metallica Master of Puppets. Did it. We said we are going to finish up Rest in Peace. Did it. I think we said a Ronnie James Dio marathon. I think that was another thing that we said we were going to do. So I feel like it's taking us a little bit of time, but I feel like we're just systematically, slowly but steadily knocking out some of those things that we kind of always promised you guys. But I do want to play Five Magics real quick, man, because, Ryan was just like, I think Lucretia would be the only one I could play. And I was like, I could have swore that we both rock with Five Magics, and I could have swore that made our playlist. So sometimes I think these refreshers, because I'm pretty sure that we was rocking. Let me play a little bit of Five Magics.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, that was fucking nasty. Yeah, that's true.
And it goes.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
This was hot. So, you know, go back and check that one out, Ryan.
That was hot.
That
Yeah.
Vibe Magic is crazy.
That
so
was hot.
I feel like there's probably a few more in the
Probably.
in the tuck that Ryan likes from Megadeth that I think, you know, we gotta kind of, and me too. I feel like I think we can do more of going back and refreshing our memories because I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about that one.
Yep.
Oh, they got crazy on that. You know, so yeah, because I think sometimes when we just listen to multiple songs back to back to back, we don't like that. We don't like it. That sometimes I think that
Yeah.
we both do. We forget that we liked a lot actually of, you know, a lot from each band or said
It's true.
whatever said genre with like subgenre that we're like, oh, we don't really fuck with death metal. No, Gojira is death metal, right?
Yep.
Both Doors death metal, right? Yeah, let's
Yep.
go back and make sure that before we just say that. So yeah, man, shout out to Megadeth, man. Amazing musicians,
Yeah,
and shout out to everybody that requested us to just kind of finish this album review out. Let us know, hold us accountable, man. What else did we say? We promised you guys that we said we would do.
go.
Let us know, bring that back to our attention, and we'll try to get to it. That's the end of the video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure you check out Patreon and deathtoradio.com in the description below. And that's it. I'm George. That's Ryan. Las Vegas.
We out.